Moshe turned to the Jewish people and told them, Hashem has given you the opportunity to contribute to the building of the Mishkan, to be the people who will contribute the gold, the silver of the tabernacle. You will have a chance to be a builder of this great edifice. Each tribe had its nasi, had its leader, and the leaders stepped forth and said, we will be the contributors. We alone will provide all of the funding. And Moshe said, no, it has to come from everyone. At which point the leader said, fine, let the Jewish people give all they can. Let them provide as much as they can. Whatever left, we'll provide the rest. What in fact happened was the Jewish people were so generous that all of the gold, all of the silver, and all of the fine wool was provided for, and there was nothing left for the princes. The only thing they could contribute, the only thing left to contribute was the Avnei Shoham, the fine stones that went onto the high priest's garment. And Rashi says for this, they were held at fault. Because of their laziness, they lost out on the opportunity, and because of that, they're considered at fault. They're no longer the great princes that we thought they were. This Rashi is difficult to understand because they didn't seem lazy at all. They stepped forward and said, whatever the Jewish people don't contribute, we'll contribute the rest. Where's the laziness there? They provided tremendous generosity. They were to be the ultimate benefactors. And I believe the answer to this question is based on understanding laziness. There could be two reasons why a person acts in a lazy manner. The first is because a person may have developed a nature that's heavy, that's difficult to move. If you don't work on the trait of alacrity, there's a heaviness of physicality that will drag you down and make it difficult for you to get up and move. Even if you value something, even if you have goals and aspiration, if you don't work directly on this character trait, you will be heavy, you'll be lazy, atzlus will win out. But even if that's not the issue, there could be a second reason why a person acts with laziness. And that is because the issue at hand is not very important. Even if by nature I have a lot of energy, but if the issue at hand isn't really significant, isn't that great, I'm not going to move, I'm not going to step forward because what's the big deal? It's not that important. The princes were not lazy by nature at all. But what they did here indicated that they didn't truly value the opportunity presented to them. Why? Because they said as follows, whatever the Jewish people don't provide, we'll provide the rest. Well, sir, what if? What if the Jewish people step forward? What if they're so generous that there's nothing left? You won't have an opportunity to participate in the building of the tabernacle. You'll lose out for eternity on this great opportunity. And the only reason they said the words, we'll provide the rest, was because on some level they didn't truly value the opportunity. On some level they didn't really understand how great the option was to be a participant in this, and that laziness manifested itself not because of their nature of laziness, but because they didn't understand the opportunity offered to them. A person has to work on both fronts. He has to work on his character traits, developing good character traits, working on them, perfecting them, but additionally we have to work on a global level. We have to understand the value of mitzvahs, we have to understand the value of helping another person, we have to understand what we can accomplish, because that will propel us, that will give us the energy, that will give us the drive to do what we can in this existence.